How's it going today, guys? Let's get some lights on right here. Oh, I gotta turn myself down. Is that in here? That should be better. All right, I've got a fun little project to do today. We are going to be messing with my brew equipment. I'm going to experiment, just a random desire to make homemade, like a Mike's Hard tea, but legit fermented out. I have a packet, this was in here for a while, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but why not give it a try, of SO4 yeast, an English ale yeast. So when I looked into it, how Mike's and we have a Kentucky bourbon one, how they make their adult malt beverage is they add vodka or some type of liquor to iced tea, lemonade with a little bit of malt extract to it to kind of get around, to skirt some malt so they can sell it in beer distributors and not liquor stores. So instead of adding vodka to iced tea, I brewed, it's still a little too hot. I think I have a wine and beer thermometer that we will take to the tea to make sure it's come down. It needs to be around 65 degrees or it's gonna kill my yeast. It needs to stay at 65. It can't go over 77 degrees. If it goes over 77 degrees, it kills the yeast if it's not already dead from sitting. It says to use by October 2020, so it might not work. The worst that happens is it gives it a little bit of an ale taste. I rack it off. Like, this is gonna take a project. Our project here will take around at least 4 weeks probably to ferment out in the tea, and then we have to let it sit longer than that with the flavoring in it. So we'll come up with flavors later. I definitely want to add lemons to it, but we'll probably add some fruit to it too, because I know Panda's favorite is peach and raspberry. So we might do a little bit of some flavored hard teas as well, if this works, hopefully. I've got a little bit of my homebrew equipment. I've got, it's gonna be a little bit trickier to see here. I might try to re-angle the camera so you guys can see all of the equipment. Now you can see it pretty good. We've got my 5-gallon carboy here that I'm going to pour a little bit. I've got Star sanitizer that we're gonna be pouring in and swishing it around to give this a nice little dust off, so to speak. Thank you. I'm getting a phone call from Florida. That's no good. And then we're going to sweeten our teas here and then pour them in. And we are going to put a little bit of yeast nutrient, because I don't think this is going to be as viable as it was the day I bought it. And we are also going to put in a Camden or a calcium tablet. I think it's calcium or it's potassium. It might be potassium chloride, to condition the water, so that we get the Camden tablet will kill all the bacteria in the water. So we're gonna put that in, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then we are going to add our yeast and our, we might not need to kill any existing bacteria. I always like to do it anyway, just in case the water was bad. We don't want any foul flavor. So we'll Camden tablet, yeast nutrients, and yeast it up. It's gonna take time to do that, and in the meantime, I will be doing potato soup. And this is our makeup day for Thirsty Thursday, because I had a doctor's appointment yesterday and didn't get to do this. So I'm going to pour some sanitizer in this carboy, and we're gonna swish it all around. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. I've got our airlock and my spoon sitting in that right now too. I'm gonna make a mess. This is why most people, like, home brewing is so sloppy and wet. This isn't technically home brewing. We don't have to boil and do all the other stuff involved with actual beer making. Okay, so got that. Let me get my, where I got that stopper. And we're gonna shake this all around. And I'm going to pour it out and rotate it to get it nice and cleaned out. So, we've got that sanitized. You see a little bit of foam, that's not gonna hurt anything. It's really low in taste. That's why I like to use Star San. When I worked at the brewery, this is what they taught me. Star Sanitizer is low in taste. There's another product I have. Don't think I brought it in because I knew I didn't want to use it. It's called IO Sanitizer, and it's got a much more potent flavor to it. So, like, they used to tell me to make sure I got all that shit out of the kegs and whatnot because it would give an off taste to the beer, and that is, of course, not what we want with our tea. We want no sanitizer flavor in it. So, now that that's sanitized, I am going to sugar, well, we're going to take the tea bags out here. My wooden spoon. Oh, I want my slotted spoon. We're gonna take the tea bags out. If I can get it off here. I've got the room's at 66 degrees. I actually have some awesome thermometers that we're going to probe this with to make sure that the temperature stays good. So let's remove tea bags here. I want a nice strong tea flavor to this too. And the more sugar we add to the mixture to our tea here, the higher ABV in theory we'll get, because when the yeast, that's technically how we're just basically creating our own alcohol with the yeast. When the yeast consumes the sugar, its byproduct is CO2 and alcohol. So I don't want a super high percentage alcohol in this. So we're only going to use probably about a half cup of sugar per container here. But I want no tea bags in there, that would be bad. There were 12 tea bags per container here. The tea feels like it cooled down significantly, but it still feels a little warm. I do not want it warm. I decided to do this because it's like the perfect time of year. My house is staying consistently like mid-60s, and that's exactly what I want with this. So we can actually brew it in here, inside the house, instead of like outside or in my garage or in a closet that's nice and cool. I don't need like to lager. You need a really cold situation. You need like a freezer or a refrigerator, and I don't have space in my refrigerator freezer. It would probably be, and it gets too cold at night to lager outside. So that and grain's expensive, and I don't want to buy it. I had tea, and I had 1 packet of yeast, enough for 5 gallons of things. So this is only going to be probably, these are 1 gallon, 2 gallon containers. So, or 1 gallon containers, I'm sorry. So we're only doing 2 gallons of tea here. So we're only going to use half a packet of yeast. I got them all out. Wonder if I can re-angle the camera. Penguin, what's up? Hang on, bear with me, everybody. Let's see if we can re-angle this. You're gonna move. So you can see the magic happen here. Angle this light down. What's going on, buddy? How are you today? Are you at work currently? We are making like homemade Mike's hard tea because I decided I wanted to try to do it. So, you should be able to see stuff on the back, the bottom camera there, and then you can see the top of my carboy here where we were going to be pouring in tea. But I'm going to sugar up these bad boys here. I'm going to start with a half cup of sugar because we're going to back sweeten it yesterday. On lunch, what's for lunch? I need a half cup measuring cup. I feel like I want a full cup of sugar because why not? Alright. Nah. And that feels like too much when I did this. So we're just gonna divide it up in half. But I decided to have some fun and attempt something completely different. So let's put a half cup of sugar in this one. And put the other half cup of sugar in this one. There are increments on this measuring cup where I can see if it's at a half or not, so kind of want to be a little accurate with this. Alright, now I've got my sanitized spoon. Sanitized. Chicken teriyaki Subway? Yo, this sweet onion chicken teriyaki is my fave. From them, it's delicious. So I'm gonna stir in the sugar. Dissolve it in here. We need to sweeten it up again. What are you spiking it with? I'm not, buddy. We're spiking it. This is the cool part. I'm not doing it like Mike's Hard or those do. From Penn Station? Wait, we're Penn Station? Am I being dumb? Where are you at right now? So I'm spiking it with my own yeast. We are going to literally ferment this out. It's gonna take us a month for this to go all said and done. I've got my professional thermometers sitting over there that the brewery gave me as a parting gift. And instead of vodka or whatnot, and malt, like they do in the actual factories, we are going to try to do this ourselves from scratch. So you would make homemade hard cider very similarly to this. You get apple juice and our water conditioning tablets to kill any existing bacteria in the juice, in our case, in our tea. We have our yeast nutrients to make sure that they ferment out entirely, give them a nice little kick in the ass. And apple juice is super sweet. We had to sweeten our thing here. We had to sweeten our tea. So, I don't hear any sugar scraping around there anymore. We should be good. And then we let the yeast consume the sugar to create alcohol. Yeah, we're fermenting it ourselves because now this tea looks like it fermented darker. So, yeah, I decided to give it a shot. Why not? I'm gonna do it myself. So I want to dip this back in the sanitizer. And then we need to crush up some Candon tablets. I need to crush up my Candon tablet. Grab my little pestle here and a little bit deeper of a mortar. So I'm gonna grind up what's called, you can find them at the homebrew store. Let me grab one out of my baggie here. I'm gonna cut it in half. Well, I'll just divide the powder in half. So it's a little white tablet that conditions and kills any existing bacteria in your water when you're making beer, and in our case in our tea. And I put this in my apple cider when I did hard cider, and then it'll allow only our yeast flavor to come through and not anything else that's in there. Sweet tea is not the best tea. It's awesome, but we need sugar for the yeast to eat. Yo, best tea is lemon. I love fucking lemon tea. It can be lemon sweet tea, I guess. I guess sweet tea is bae. Zenith, what's up, buddy? How's it going? So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this tablet in this one and a little bit of this tablet in this one. We're gonna mix that in there again. Get this out of my sanitizer. Gers, yes. Gears, gyres, gers, however you want to say it, is totally the best. So you're gonna stir, sorry for the noise there, we're gonna stir that Candon tablet in. We popping pills this early? Oh yeah, man. Crushing up them tablets, dissolving them in my hard tea here. We are literally fermenting out ourselves with my little packet of SO4 yeast. Hard tea. We're making homemade hard tea. We're not just spiking it with vodka or rum. We are making it ourselves. So this project's gonna take 4 weeks. I'm actually gonna ferment it in the kitchen here. I've got my thermometer and my temperature probe over in the corner, and I'll be able to like bring it out and show us so we can check on it. We can watch it bubble. It was supposed to be a fun little project for all of us to do, but I need to take my beer and wine thermometer here that I have sanitized and make sure that we are below 77 degrees. Because if it's above 77 degrees, I kill the yeast before we start. Then we'll add the yeast nutrients directly into here in the yeast. And that's all she wrote for today. And then we're on to soup. But it's like, I love this shit. I love brew science. It's so much fun. And I have a great time. We gotta let this sit in here for 2 minutes before I can figure out. If it's not cold enough yet, I have 2 options. I either move directly onto soup, or I put cold water. I put a little bit of cold water in. We just put our Candom tablet in, so it shouldn't be too bad. It should condition the water, any more water that we add. But what are you up to today, Zenith? How's it going? How'd the games go last night after I left? Did you guys kick ass for me? And then I have a piece of painter's tape on this to be able to write what we did. I broke my hydrometer, which allows us to measure ABV. So we are going to assume the original gravity of our water is the original gravity of typical standard well water. And then I'll buy another hydrometer when I get the funds here. And we will figure out what the ABV is when we're all said and done. We'll figure out final gravity the right way. I dropped 40 bombs twice and still lost. Oh, yo, 40 kills? Penguin, I was playing Roka with Zenith last night, and him and I were just destroying people. Oh, it was silly. Shroomy was in on the action as well as Merlin, and I can't believe you still lost, yo. That's heartbreaking, but good on you. At least you have that feel-good moment where you know you did good. I take that as a win, personal victory. The process is dope. I worked at a brewery, so they taught me a bunch of things. Okay, here we go. Our temperature is still above 80. We're above 80 still, so we're gonna add cold water in on this so that we can speed this process up. I'm gonna gauge the other one too, just to make sure that didn't drop temperature faster. I don't think it did because it's more liquid, but it's fun. All right, yeah, I loved working at the brewery. Let's throw away my tea bags. And I actually have filtered water over here. Oh no, I do have cold filtered water. This is not necessary. Pretty sure, hey, even in my growler, it's so appropriate. So appropriate. Oh, I don't think I've had 40 game win yet. I had 39 the other day. I didn't hit the 40 mark. I'd be down tonight if I work out and want to play. Hit me up, man. After I'm done making soup and whatnot, I just got a few errands to run. Gotta go pick up a prescription. I gotta go get a freaking colonoscopy done, and I hate, like, the prep is always the worst part. But I gotta go pick it up. It's not till next month, so, but that's why we missed Thursday. I had to go for my consultation. So I'm gonna add just a tad cold water in here. See if we can drop this temperature. See if we can drop the temperature enough. Let's put this back in this little stand real quick here. I'm gonna move my tablets out of the way. This is all, like literally all of it except for the Star Sanitizer and the yeast nutrient is gifts from my brewery. The equipment that we're using, the temperature gauge, is like a couple, they gave me hundreds of dollars worth of stuff just because I guess they could. Dude, have you had one? Because the prep is the worst, but they have a new method of prep and it's not as bad. It's not as destructive, which is heavy because I didn't feel like trying to down that much Gatorade and Miralax again. Goddamn history of colon cancer in my family. Had to do it. They had to find a polyp, so now I have to go back every 3 to 5 years. Worth it not to get cancer though. Yay. Let's not do that. Okay, so we got that all nice and stirred up. I'm just gonna rest this on there. Alright, got that all nice and stirred up. Let's re-temp this out here. Let's see if we dropped any. We still got some room for a little bit more water if we're too high up. I have not, but I've been around others. Oh God, no. Pan and I both had to get one. But yeah, also from me being dumb and doing the eating disorder thing, I fucked up my guts, so I had to go back for that too. Luckily, I'm a healthy duck, but I still got to do it. Two minutes. But I'm jacked. We're gonna do a sweet potato chorizo soup. I was feeling. Sounded delicious to me. The sweet potato chorizo tacos turned out really good, and I have a little bit of chorizo and a couple sweet potatoes left. So decided I'm gonna do some potato soup. All right, man. Thanks for popping in. I'll talk to you later. We are going to continue having fun with our food here. Well, our drink as well. All right, so this thermometer still says we're at 80, but I might be getting impatient, so I'm going to double check it with my grill thermometer. Let me just clean this off real quick. I've got 2 sinks full of stuff. I've got one with PDW, which is a food grade cleaner, like a food grade chemical cleaner. And then I've got one with the Star Sanitizer, so they don't fuck anything up. We gotta stay sanitary. All right, so let's see what we got here. Because this probe says we are at 69 degrees, 70. It's just about perfect. What are you at in this one here? Same exact thing. I couldn't do that better if I tried. What are we dropping? Oh, we are dropping. We're dropping like a rock. I'm in. We're in it to win it, guys. Okay, so with that done, I'm gonna get a funnel and we're gonna attempt to not spill it. Trying to get it in there. So, got my lovely little funnel. Let me make sure you guys can see what we're doing here. I might need to angle that camera up again. All right, man. Have a good day at work. Enjoy. I hope don't get the vid again. All right, let me make sure. You just see me pausing to make sure that, yeah, okay, we got good there. All right. Fun part. One down. Oh my God, dude, this is not even close to a full amount. It felt like a lot of liquid. Poured over. Let's see if that's low enough for y'all. Let me get these out of the way. We don't need them anymore, and then I can slide this back so y'all can see where we're at. So, clean this off, stick it in the sanitizer. That's all good there. Okay, I'm going to get another little funnel and we shall drop in our yeast nutrients here. Another funnel. Homage to the guy who taught me, the original brewer of my brewery. Brian always drank Wildberry carbonated water every time he worked. Hope you're doing good, Brian. Shout out to Brian. Alright, so I'm going to add my yeast nutrients. How much did it say I needed? 1 teaspoon per gallon. We've got probably 2 gallons in there, so 2 teaspoons. My teaspoon here. Make sure it's sanitized. Actually, shouldn't have done that because it's gonna stick now. This is already sticking. So we're just going to, do I have, I know what I got. I got another one, because that's the kind of person I am, where I have 2 of these. Alrighty. One teaspoon of yeast nutrient. Two teaspoons. Actually, I missed a little there. I have yeast, I nutriented my counter. There we go. Okay. Yeast nutrients in. Tea is sweetened. We conditioned our water. We conditioned our tea. Let's give this a little shake. And now, to add the yeast. And then we will sanitize and insert our probes. I have a little, I'm gonna use my measuring cup. I'll use my measuring cup to dip that in. We also have to put in, and make sure I don't misplace any of this stuff or get it messed up. So that, now, fun part. To add the yeasties, we need our dry funnel and half this packet. These little bad boys do all the work, right, Chief? Right, Rip? These little bad boys do all the work. All right, scissors. Make sure I wasn't missing anything here. This is English ale yeast, or otherwise the layman's term, they call it SO4 yeast. So, half a packet going in. Alrighty. I think that's about half a pack. It's hard to tell. As soon as you start pouring them out, you release the air from it. Okay, but I definitely want to fold this up real tight. Look at them go already. Go, buddies. Oh no, we might be out of luck. Oh no, no, we're floating. Some of them are sinking, but some of them are floating too. So when I proof yeast for bread, if it sinks, it means it's dead, it's inactive. But no, that's not yours. Hey, come back here. Ripley, come here. Where'd you put it? That's not yours, that's a cat toy. He's parading around with a cat toy in his mouth. Some of them are floating. If they sink, they're dead. A lot of them sank, so we might be out of luck. Like I said, the yeast is a little old. I was just doing this for fun to see if it worked. But it could still ferment out, especially since we put the nutrients in. But now it's the waiting game to see. So we've got the yeast in there. Where's my tape? Where to put my tape? There you are. My trusty little brew crate. It was in my milk crate that I keep all my stuff in. I've got a whole big brew setup that I'm building out in my garage that hopefully we'll be able to have some fun with and actually brew beer on stream here sometime. But I gotta keep building it, and I need to acquire a couple more parts that are rather expensive, so it's always a time-consuming process. All right, so I'm gonna put these back in my fridge. So we got our yeast in there. Stick that, and then we need to cap it off. Where's the other part? There you are. So, This has been sitting in my sanitizer. This is an airlock, so it'll let air escape, but it won't let air back in. So actually I need to put a little sanitizer in that. And then I put sanitizer in it so that it kills any bacteria and whatnot that tries to get in. Okay. Now what we do is we pray to God that I didn't add too much yeast. Two things. We pray to God that the yeast actually is active and that I didn't add too much. So that like one day if I come in and turn my camera on here and you see that this exploded all over the floor in the corner, it's because the pressure built up too much to keep this little thing on there and it went. A lot of times you'll see professional setups, like if you go to a brewery or anything, they'll have one of these but with a tube coming out into a bucket of sanitizer so that it completely doesn't pop off. It allows it to vent more easily. This is a small amount of liquid and it shouldn't do that. It's got plenty of room for air to come up and escape. Also a bad problem though, there is a lot of air in here and that can oxidize and cause like a green apple kind of sour flavor. But now that we've got that done, I'm gonna take this over here and we're gonna set this here for our probes. But I also need a marker and we're gonna write on here what we did. Where do all the black Sharpies go, chat? Why do black Sharpies fucking grow legs? Will pink work? Is pink gonna be dark enough to see through the blue here? So today is the 8th. It is yes it is 1/8. It is 2/19. And we added yeast to primary. And we are making, right now it's just, the tape got wet. Rip. Hang on, I got a Sharpie in the other room. Or I did have a Sharpie in the other room. What is this witchcraft too? This one's broken? God. The world's not gonna stop us. Alright, fucking one of these is gonna work. Alright. Let's try purple. Here we go. Nope, still nope. Come on now. You can do it. We'll just do it in pen. Fuck it, I'll find a way. Life finds a way. Hard. Te. So primary yeast at 2/19, so at about 2/19, around the same time in a couple weeks, we'll just keep checking this to see if we start fermenting out. It'll take a while. Like I said, this is about a 4-week project for it to actually ferment out and create all the alcohol. Then I have a little pump, we rack it off the yeast that's on the bottom here and stick it in a smaller bucket. I'll put it in a smaller bottling bucket, and then we'll add our back flavor to it. We'll add our sweetener, we'll add our lemon and whatever flavorings we want, and then we will bottle it after it sits for another little bit there, because when we add flavoring, it's normally a little bit of sugar in it and whatnot, so it might re-ferment. So you let it sit for like another 2 weeks or a week or 2 weeks, and then we can bottle it. We are going to not carbonate it because we just want uncarbonated iced tea. Panda is not a fan of carbonation, and I really don't care since it's hard tea. Otherwise, we could drop more sugar in our bottles and let them sit for another 4 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, and they would carbonate on their own. Or I have a keg, and I could force carbonate it if I can get a CO2 bottle. But right now, that's really hard to do. So, we are going to now set this off to the side and stick our temperature probes. So, I'm gonna dip some probes in the sanitizer. Make sure I get it all nice and in there for the majority of that. You too, sweetheart. You need all your cords sanitized as well. And we're going to dip these in. All you need to do is not hit the floor and we're good. Okay. That's in. Let you sit there for a second. This one is a heating element. That if it, for some reason it got too cold in here, that would take care of that. I've got a pin there. Alright. Heating element, bear with me, guys. Oh shoot, actually. I need to pull that back out. I need to run it through the stopper here. There we go. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Perfect. Alrighty, and we are at why are we flashing? 68 degrees, perfect. Okay. Boom! That wasn't complicated at all. Alright. Now, do you have tea in you, or yeah, let me dip this. Get this stuff all nice and cleaned real quick in the sanitizer. And we will move on making some potato soup. Now that we got our hard tea started, we can let the waiting game commence. Right. Not missing any more of my equipment. Shit's expensive, I don't want to fucking lose it. Boom. Put my brew equipment out there. A little sip more of my water, and we can re-angle this to the my appropriate height. The Panda and I had it at before. We're back in business there. Okay, let's go make some soup. Switch your eyes over to the other cam. Let me come with you. Go over to the stove. Oh, goddamn stove cam. Why are we not working? Huh? Huh? 1 second. Let me fix you up. You are working. That thing has a bad habit of deciding that it wants to not come to work today, and it's about to be fired. Okay. Pain in the ass thing. Alrighty. We don't need sanitizer in our soup, that's for sure. Let's bring our plethora of ingredients out here. We'll be seasoning it with a little bit of chili powder, Southwest Chipotle, of course salt and pepper, good stuff. Got my chicken bouillon that we'll be using. Its stuff is better than bouillon, roasted chicken. I love it, it's amazing and whatnot. And then of course then potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions, some fresh garlic. I've got a couple pieces of course thyme, rosemary, and sage that we'll put in there. Set you guys there. For my roux, I've got, of course, butter and some chickpea flour that we'll be using instead. And I've got a little bit of milk in the fridge. Got almond milk in the fridge. Thicken it up, some cheese, of course, and the chorizo, which you need to get out. And our chorizo. I love my specials. So we got it going. So first things first, let's get chopping. But now the cool part is I can just bring that big old boy right out onto the stove here, and we can monitor it for fun as it goes. Also, if that yeast doesn't actually ferment out, I can add more yeast. I could go to the homebrew store and buy some if it's not on lockdown. That's always the wonder anymore. Our business is going to be open. All right. Throw those pieces away. Of course, we are going to get our aromatics going first. So, we've got my little stock pot we need 2 tablespoons of this. Get our butter going in here. Put it up on medium high. Smash some garlic. I don't need you no more. Did I scare you, Ripley? Did I scare you, baby dog? Huh? What did I do? I've smashed garlic before. There. My garlic is starting to sprout. 2 cloves of garlic, about half an onion. Get the butter melting here. Dude, this onion's strong, starting to actually get to me. Mince up this garlic. And I am not going to peel my potatoes. I like the skin. So I'm going to leave them right on there. And I have an emulsion blender anyway that should handle those once they're softened up. Nice and easy. Minced garlic, chopped onion. Shouldn't even need the emulsion blender, but I have it just in case. Potatoes will be last. I'm actually going to set this off to the side here so that I can open that chorizo. Oh yeah. Bounce it up. There's nothing quite like the smell of garlic sauteing with butter. Throw in about half a pack of chorizo. Wrap the other half of this up for later. for some other meal. I like to chunk my potatoes up nice and small so that they cook faster because I'm impatient when I'm hungry. Potatoes are starting to get old. Lots of delicious sweet potatoes. I almost don't even think I need flour because I've got enough potato here. And if I use my emulsion blender, it should be thick enough on its own, almost like a bisque. Except I'm not putting heavy cream in this. Alright, potatoes are chunked. Meat is almost browned. I'm gonna add about half the potatoes. Well, I'm gonna add a bunch of the potatoes, more than half. I only want a few for chunks in there. even emulsifiable in this. We're just gonna do it up with the chicken broth and a little bit of milk. Now, I'm gonna let them soften just a bit here. Strip these. I'm gonna reserve these for a project I'm gonna do this weekend. I know I have a Ziploc baggie. I got it out with this sole purpose. Where did you go, Ziploc baggie? Just let the potatoes soften for a couple minutes. This back in here. And then we're gonna strip that. Need some more water. Let's get a bunch of our filtered water for bouillon. Heat the water up here. Ooh, wait. This is very dry, actually. So we can just flake it off. Soften our potatoes, add our flour, and then all of our liquids and our aromatics, the rest of our aromatics. Which again, sage, thyme, and rosemary. make us some bouillon. Top it off with our milk. So we've got our chicken stock that we put in. We use chickpea flour for our roux. We'll make this nice and thick then. We'll add our aromatics and our seasonings here. And we'll let it simmer until our potatoes are soft. Alright, so in goes, let me chop this up just a little bit better. Damn, it's way dry. It's like rocket shipping off. I'm gonna cut carefully. Alright, that part. A little bit of chili powder, not much. A little bit of our chipotle seasoning. A teaspoon. You can always add more and a little bit more black pepper. There's salt in the chipotle seasoning, so I'm not adding more of that. Bring this up to just before simmer. Should be good in about 20 minutes. Do a little bit of maintenance. And check our temperature. Make sure that we're still good on, yeah, we're holding at that temperature for the hard tea, so that's perfect. I was afraid that it would be a little off right from the gate, and that's not what we want. So, we are swimming in it. We're doing good today, ladies and gents. Bring my tea kettle back up to see the light of day. Alrighty, now we play a little bit more of that waiting game. We're gonna leave our seasonings and whatnot out here so that we can touch it up if need be. Bouillon back in the fridge. I'm gonna be making homemade pasta this weekend sometime with the gift that Sailor Mercury 7 got me for my birthday, which is a pasta maker attachment for my KitchenAid. Jackpot! So good. Sort of stick around here a minute because I still have on medium. It's going to come up to a simmer really quick. Get rid of all this trash. Do our lovely maintenancing. We'll deck it off with a little cheddar cheese and some cilantro. Cilantros. Alright. Needs my onion container. I need like a cam specifically. We need a brew cam now. So I can just turn the camera onto it. You can watch it go. Once it starts to get active, hopefully it gets active. Like I said, if not, I'm probably gonna buy up some more yeast. Do this lovely maintenance. Look at it. Oh yeah, it's starting to get foamy. What I don't want you to do is boil. It smells good. Sage, might have put a little too much sage in. So it's a little strong on the sage side. Shout out to Panda Main. He's a sage main in Valorant. Extra chorizo. And some more trash. Oh, we got an opening to do. Shoot, I should have done that when Penguin was here. I got in the mail a special gift the other day, chat. It is our LaCroix barbecue sauces from Montana Max for winning the giveaway. And I wanted to open them up on stream. So we still might do that. Get everything cleaned up here. Since I have that really freaking good cleaner out, might as well use it a while before I drain it. Shit is powerful, man. If you ever want to get something clean, PBW takes anything off. Makes it sexy. It's gonna go down the drain now. come back over to that real quick here. Alright. Because I got a feeling that we're boiling over. Perfect! Go to simmer, bitch. Loaded potato soup now, boys and girls. Just gonna let this. I'm gonna let this simmer here for like 20 minutes. Right, we're cooking with fire. I'm feeling good about it. We can open our sauces on stream. Alright. Set you there. Put you guys in the fork. Since I got the opportunity to clean up a minute now too, we're gonna use it that way. Life is sweet. Strain the sanitizer as well. That's not needed anymore. Alrighty. Dude, my sinks are so shiny. Thank you, cleaner. Put my water back in the fridge. I like my cold water. Really? Come on now. Really? Be so happy if this cider turns out like this cider, Jesus. If this iced tea turns out really good, because switch it back to kitchen. Because it's Panda's favorite. He loves. He doesn't drink alcohol hardly ever. I look like an alcoholic next to him. And I'm not even close. And, but it's his favorite. It's his drink of choice. And it'd be really cool if I could do it myself. I don't know where my, oh, Panda has it because he was cleaning his mouse. He has my cleaner. My all natural cleaner. So warm water wipe up here. But I'm excited. Let's open some barbecue sauce right after this. See what fun flavors we got and thank our lovely Max and Jen from Montana Max Barbecue, the dynamic duo that they are. Get all nice and wiped up here. And we'll get some nice hot soup. Alrighty. That out of here. Bring the stream deck back up and I'll pop you guys over to the Luna Lounge. And I need a knife. Or scissors. Scissors works too, I guess. Luna Lounge. Oh no, we're already on the ending soon. That was a fat finger, sorry guys. A fat finger, but we're not ending. We didn't even finish our soup yet, but we need to open our lovely surprise gift. I managed to stay awake long enough to win a giveaway from the lovely Montana Max Barbecue. Let's shout him out here. Shout Montana Max Barbecue. Go check out that awesome dude. He cooks some mean stuff. He made some awesome shrimp cocktails, Taco Tuesday style. The other day, they looked fantastic. Check out his Instagram if you want to be hungry. He showed me a lot of support, and I appreciate it a lot. We did a tart, a shortbread, a chocolate, and vanilla shortbread checkerboard tart with a lemon cream filling in honor of his wife, because she's so fancy. We named it the Yennefer tart. All right, the unboxing. Well, we made sure things were not going down in flames here. It survived beautifully. Yes. Oh my God, they look so cool. Check it out. We have our lovely Croy Valley Nation. Go check them out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Croy Valley Nation barbecue and wing sauce pack, choice of all pitmasters. With the, let's open it. Got garlic, teriyaki, garlic buffalo, tequila, lime, and pineapple habanero. Oh my God, dude, I'm in heaven. This looks amazing. Oh, I'm in heaven. Oh my God, pineapple habanero. Check that out, chat. That looks so good. I kind of want to open them and taste them now, but I don't want to, I want to do some justice. So I have a plan. My plan with all these lovely sauces, what do we got here? This is our tequila lime, which I almost want to call dibs and hide this and not share it with fucking anybody. These is such cool labels too. Out of Hudson, Wisconsin. Oh, yes, buddy, I saw you. Ooh, the garlic buffalo is all nice and thick. I fucking want to open them so bad, but. And, ooh, that thick, the thick teriyaki. Thick garlic teriyaki. And that's not even that's clean to the sides of the bottle. I love it. So plan with this. I'm gonna make, I've got a fire pit out back, but I'm going to get a piece of plywood or sheet metal from my garage, and we're going to cover my fire pit, and I'm going to turn it into a makeshift smoker for a day, where I'm going to take a brisket, and I'm going to smoke a brisket. We're going to do baked beans, mac and cheese, coleslaw, the works, and then I'm going to put out the sauces for anybody who wants to come over to my house. We'll invite the usual clan, and see if we can do a taste test where we all get a bit of brisket and some sides. I'm going to make pecan pie, go all typical Southern Pitmaster style on this, and sample all these sauces with some really good brisket. And I might do a smattering. I might smoke some chicken too. And I feel like that would be or pork. We're gonna do, pork would be good with that too. I'll do a pork and I'll do a brisket. That way, because the tequila lime and the pineapple habanero would be definitely better on a pork. And on that garlic buffalo and the garlic ginger teriyaki would definitely be better on beef. So, let's do it up. That's what that is. We've got 12 minutes left on that. This is so cool. You need to thank you so much, Montana Max, for doing the giveaway. Thank you, Troy Valley, for allowing this generous gift to be sent to my house. This is amazing. I don't get nice things like this because COVID. This is so cool. Alright, so I need to I need to flip these bottles around. We need to take a picture and tag this bad boy. Thank him. Again, go check out Montana Max Barbecue. Alright, let's get a picture going. Come on now. Come on now. Go back in there. Hey, hi, I finally got it. I can do it, guys. I can do it. Boom. Picture snapped. Sauces. We'll let you hang out in the corner so people can continue to see your lovely self there. I think I've got it too far. It needs to be back a little further though. Laptop, your toothbrush is a girl. Boom. Better? Should I just move my table back? That way y'all can see it. I gotta display it. There we go. Alright. A little bit rolling here until let's check on our soup. See where we're at with it. Switch us back here. All the paper just fell. Oh no, we're a little too high up. We're probably getting pretty close to done then. I did not want it to boil. Soup's always better the next day though, right? Calm down, baby girl. Maybe I don't need to cover you. We'll leave the lid off for now. Let's give this a quick taste here. Give this a quick taste. That's delicious. That is absolutely delicious. Let me grab a fork. Oh, kitty, does it smell delicious? You're coming and rubbing against my legs? Yeah, we're pretty soft. Oh yeah, we're very soft. I think we're done. Turning it off. The only thing I could do now would be try to thicken it up a little bit more, but I kind of want it a little bit thin. Get out a little bit of thickener. Let's add a little bit of thickener. It's better. We're gonna top it with cheese and a little cilantro. So I'm gonna get my cutting board out and we'll chop up some cilantro. Got our shredded Mexican cheese. A little bit of fresh cilantro. Chop up. Grab this. Now we need the bowl. Right in the ladle. Beautiful. And we've got soup. Not quite coarse enough yet. Or, sorry, too coarse, not quite fine enough yet, is what I meant to say. Cilantro. Sprinkle it with just a bit more. If I had smoked paprika right now, I don't. Just a little bit more of our chili powder. Our seasoning. A little more fresh cracked pepper. And there you have it, ladies and gents. We have loaded sweet potato chorizo soup, topped with cheddar cheese, fresh cilantro, and some of our spices. Let's get a nice, turn off this, get a nice lovely photo for the interwebs. Boom. And let's go to the Luna Lounge and enjoy it. Alright, so success. We've started our hard tea. I also have hot sauce over here because I'm a savage. Even though I should put some of the tequila lime barbecue, but But I forgot to turn off my timer. Let's give this a nice bite with everything. Cheese, cilantro. Mmm. There. That way it doesn't yell at us. This is one of my favorites. God, this is good. Doesn't even need the hot sauce. And even with almond milk, I was nervous with the almond milk. I didn't think it would turn out as good, but man. Needs cheese for sure though. That lovely little creamy, extra creamy bite. Oh yeah, I know, kitty. It's not for kitties though. Not for kitties. Fine, fine, fine. Here. Here. There you go. Enjoy. One. That's how much I love you. What's exciting? We started the hard tea. We'll see how that fun project progresses. We opened our Croy Valley Foods, Croy Valley Nation, hashtag Croy Valley Nation, Pitmaster sauces. And we created some awesome sweet potato chorizo soup. Oh, did you see that she got some and you want some too? Sit. Sit. Good boy. There you go. We'll save this piece for your brother because I know he's gonna come over and want some too. There you can see right there. You didn't eat yours, kitty. You're not getting more. But this is amazing. Rippy. Will you sit? Sit. Sit. Good boy. There you are. Let's try a little bite with some hot sauce too. You did well. You got yours, Chief. There's one at your foot too. Let's try a little bit with hot sauce and we'll see where we're at. Ripley found it. Ripley laid on it. He didn't even find the piece the cat didn't eat. I think I like it better almost without. Just the right amount of smoky. With that chipotle seasoning. Not too much. Definitely don't want to go heavy-handed on that stuff. I went too heavy-handed on. I forgot what I made on it. I think it was a sauce. Went too heavy-handed on it and just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It's just too much salt and that type of thing. I don't like all that extra salt. But we'll be back this weekend. I'm breaking out the pasta maker. I'm gonna do homemade, I think either spaghetti and meatballs or fettuccine and meatballs. I might do an Alfredo sauce just to have like, again, a whole bunch of different options. Maybe pick up a nice bottle of wine and kick the next week off right. And hopefully Panda will be around to share it with us as well. I also, I want to do fish tacos next week. Do a little bit of fried fish tacos with some slaw. What else do we plan on doing? We were planning on doing some other stuff, Chief, and I don't know what it all is right now. Oh, the next sub request is Baked Alaska. So we're going to do Baked Alaska. I got to pick up all the ingredients for that. So that's why there is a goal above my head to be able to achieve that. If you guys enjoyed the music, check out my little brother's Instagram. Ten Toes Timmy. They're coming out with some new music here in the near future. You follow him. And one other, let me find his Instagram name. One other young man who's in a band with him, who's a fucking rocking young guy. I just want to make sure I get his Instagram name right versus all of the other ones. You know, social media is a bitch. Of course, he was near the top of my feed, and now he's not gonna be, right? Fuck. It's fine. He is Aaron Troutman. If you search Aaron Troutman, he's a cool young guy. He's got some fun stuff out there. He is a professional noisemaker, and I love his shit. He's got one playing the sax out there that's sick. So you go give those two dudes a follow. They're awesome. Or yeah, a like or a follow on Instagram. I can give. Should let me do it, right? Because I am queen here. Boom. There's Aaron's. And there's my brothers. Go give those guys a follow. If your heart desires. Hopefully you like what you see. My brother also posts a lot of pictures of his Persians. These little flat-faced kitties. And they're cute. They're named after, well, the one is named after Kill Bill. She is Beatrix. Beatrix Chibbo. And we have Bill. Wild Bill. Alright guys, I think that concludes today's session. I know it's a short one, but we're just making up and have some fun stuff. I'll keep posting updates on our Cider, and I will see you all this weekend. I don't think, let's pick somebody to raid here real quick. I know there's a lot of peeps on today. Let's see who we got that suits our fancy. Y'all in? Let's go for Mookie. We're gonna raid Mookie. Enjoy Mookie playing some Overwatch, because I don't got anybody streaming food or drink right now that my heart desires. So, guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. I love you all, and I will see you all later. Use this command, copy and paste it in Mookie's chat, and give him some lit cake love. All right, guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.